Meghan Markle seems to have yet another controversy on her hands. This time around, it was with a well-respected Hollywood personality, Michael Douglas. For the uninitiated, the Cannes Film Festival is an extremely prestigious festival that celebrates world cinema and has a venue at the south of France each year. It's one of the most waited-for events by actors and filmmakers. In general, the event is programmed 3 years in advance and causes a lot of expectations. The root of the present trouble has come a few days back when the organizers of the Cannes Film Festival 2024 shared the list of films to be screened in the first cut. The list included a very big Hollywood romantic comedy that had Meghan Markle in the lead. The role was set to be Markle's first major acting gig since she left the British royal family and moved to America. Indeed, the fact that she was likely to make her return to acting, in a show set to reach such an international audience, was huge news. But it was an unexpected turn of events when the festival director, Michael Douglas, withdrew Markle's film from the festival schedule. When pressed for a reason on why the lineup had suddenly changed, Douglas seemed to have dropped a bomb of a comment, openly criticizing Markle by suggesting that the team she brings creates some kind of unwanted media circus around her involvement, taking away from true talent. He went on to emphasize that the objective of the Cannes Festival is to celebrate cinema and not please the stars with its activities. He went on to stress that the focus is on art and that the much emphasis was put on that singular idea of overemphasizing the art and not the personal lives of the artists. No surprises, Markle and her fans did not take too kindly to Douglas' comments. Minutes after Douglas' comments started trending, Markle rebuked what had been said and expressed she was upset and shocked. She called it a kind of harassment where participation is taken away just because one lives their life openly. Markle appeared to suggest that Douglas's decision was based more on sexism than preservation of the festival's values, and the move set off a firestorm on social media, with many people condemning him for apparently singling out Markle for censure. Critics said his reasoning was thin, particularly in view of the fact that other controversial figures, such as Johnny Depp, had been welcomed with open arms by similar events prior to his own controversies. This controversy was perceived as thinly veiled delegitimization against a woman of color, thus, there was quite a polarized debate among the online communities. While the critique on Douglas's refusal to promote the film grew, Markle's film producers took to defending her publicly and stated that she was hardworking towards promotion and was, in fact, eager to refer to her personal achievements, not her personal life. For their part, producers of the Cannes Festival spoke of the possible legal consequences of a breach of contract. Under mounting pressure, Douglas tried to qualify his earlier statements. In a subsequent statement, he admitted that his words might have been more judiciously chosen and were not to the end of demeaning Markle's artistic contributions. However, he stood his ground in supporting the festival's decision in terms of curating their program as they see appropriate. In an interview she had with Oprah, Markle was visibly touched and related how being shunned and singled out affected her mental soundness deeply. The Duchess said it should be judged on its own merits, rather than the color of her skin or whether she was married to Harry. Oprah too was quick to express her disapproval of any racism by the press targeted at Markle. Behind the scenes at the festival, controversy threatened to upstage discussions aimed at reconciliation between one of the world's most famous couple and its most prestigious institution. They reached an agreement after 1 week of really intense negotiating and mediating. Yesterday's joint statement said that, although Markle's film will not be featuring in the 2024 festival lineup, an offer was made to host the film's world premiere at the event in 2025. One would still be required to continue, however, the mutual respect and understanding between both parties that resolved this immediate dispute, as the same incident has highlighted the ongoing biases within the entertainment industry. Choosing to publicly omit Markle, Douglas inadvertently did single her out, possibly again furthering some kind of negative stereotyping, whether that was intentional or not. The Cannes Festival has every right to choose its content, but the manner and timing of such a public dismissal did its best to invite legitimate critique. That whole episode probably was a learning experience for both sides, Markle from the dynamics of dealing with such a powerful entity like Can, and Douglas from his public statements. This situation just enlightens the fact that discrimination is a problem on every society level and greatly supports a long way toward the final achievement of equality and being inclusive. Yet, the willingness to come to an understanding represents stepping towards gradually changing outlooks for the better. Reports suggested Meghan viewed the 2024 Cannes Festival as the key point to reset her Hollywood career. In 2020, after stepping down from senior royal duties and moving to California with Prince Harry, she turned her focus to film and TV production with their Archwell Productions. Their slate includes everything from a Netflix animated series to a Netflix documentary series, along with others at the major streaming service like the Invictus Games for the Invictus Foundation under deals with Netflix and Pearl TV.